Personal story segment tonight. A new study out of George Washington University says that liberal people using the internet are less tolerant than conservative net users are. Also, 71% of Americans younger than 25 believe what they see on the net is as or more trustworthy than what they get from the mainstream media. Joining us now from Washington, Kate Obenshain, a Republican strategist, and Kirsten Powers, Democrat and Fox News analyst. So, Powers, I always knew that liberal people were more sensitive to criticism, more sensitive to disagreement. And according to the study, 22% of liberals have ended digital relationships, whatever they are, because somebody disagreed with them politically. For conservatives, the number is 15%. And you say?
I have to say this actually jibes with sort of real life experience that I have found, especially as I came into more contact with conservatives as I got older, because I used to really live very much in a Democratic bubble when I worked in politics. I did find that they were much more open to sort of hearing other viewpoints, where I think liberals, because they are so used to controlling all the media, pretty much, academia, that for them, when they hear things that don't jibe with what they want to hear, it's very disconcerting and unsettling to them, and it doesn't surprise me that they're really less interested, whereas conservatives are kind of used to it. They've lived in a world where pretty much, the whole media has been sort of liberal.
So they're used to the joust more than the
yeah, I think that they just have a sort of expect it, where the liberal is sort of taken aback because they feel like, what are you talking about? Everybody knows that what I think is right, and nobody thinks differently.
And you say, Ms. Obenshain?
Well, in a lot of ways, I agree with Kirsten. I think that liberals are less used to having to defend themselves. They get a pass, basically, when it comes to college universities, for instance. If you disagree with the liberal orthodoxy, you get slapped with violating the campus speech codes. They don't have to defend their liberal orthodoxy, and frankly, they're not able to. I really do think that liberalism is much harder to defend, and so when somebody does attack them, they pull out the name-calling, and when that doesn't work, they try to shut down the speech, fairness doctrine, speech codes.
Yeah, but you've listened to some talk radio, so I don't think that's just on the left. I mean, But look, I'll just give you my POV on this. I won't shut anybody down. I don't have internet friends, all right? That frightens me. I'd like to see people, but I won't shut anybody down as far as a friend is concerned, unless they're irrational. See, if I present an argument and they back it up with facts and then they go, no! And I go, oh, okay, maybe I'll see you next month. I'm out of there like Mighty Mouse, all right? But if I like back and forth as long as it's not edged in a way that they take it personally. And I think that's the crux of this study at George Washington. Liberals have a tendency to take things more personally.
I don't think that's true.
You don't think so?
No,
now, a few times I've made you cry on this program, Powers.
I would like to say for the record, I don't think the average person is as combative as you are, Bill. I think that you enjoy that kind of. Most people don't enjoy that as much as you do.
Confrontation can be useful.
I don't think that liberals have some, emotional issue. I just think that I think Kate is right. I mean, I have found this to be true. It's why I think a lot of conservative columnists are more interesting than liberal columnists, is because conservatives are always arguing their case, whereas liberals are just assuming everyone agrees with them.
Let me ask you this, Powers. San Francisco is a liberal city, correct? And liberals just go there because there's other liberals there. Can you name one American city where conservatives just go there beside the villages in Florida? And that's golf.
What are you talking about? That's like the entire
golf thing
South.
going on down there.
The
so,
South,
but at the Upper West Side of
I mean,
Manhattan,
like
Greenwich
people go to
Village.
Texas, Alaska.
Texas,
I mean, there are places where everybody's conservative.
Texas is a big place. Conservatives just don't go, I'm going to Texas. I'm going to Abilene.
The whole South is conservative. I mean, what are you talking about?
No, there's ghettos. There's liberal ghettos.
There are liberal ghettos, but they're outliers.
But where's the conservative ghetto? I don't know where that is. They don't need a ghetto.
They have the whole state of Texas, except for Austin.
The whole state of Texas.
I think
you obviously haven't been to Dallas. All right, Kate, I'm giving you the last word. Why aren't there conservative ghettos? That's what I want to know.
I don't think that there are conservative ghettos, because I do think conservatives love the vigorous back and forth of ideas because they know that their ideas win, whereas liberals have been conditioned to be a little bit more thin-skinned. And you've got a president that every time Republicans disagree with them, he calls them haters of the middle class or wanting to drag women back to the 1950s instead of engaging in the actual ideas.
Okay. Ladies, thanks very much. We appreciate it.